Okay, like yesterday, if you know the correct answer, Prabhu, only raise your hand. I'm kidding. So do not shout it out. I'll just pick randomly, try to give everybody a chance. And I know that not everyone necessarily is able to come here at 7:30 when it starts. So some of this, it's okay, you can catch up on the video, but some of these answers might be from slides that you may not have been here for. And like yesterday, these are very easy. So we'll start off with our first question about Mother Ganges. According to the Srimad Bhagavatam, how did the Ganges enter the universe? Okay. Okay, we'll start off with our second youngest participant. When you, just to make it easier for me, when you say A, B, C, because sometimes it's difficult to understand, also hold up a number, A, B, C, or D. So that way I can, what were you saying? Also hold. C, yes, through the hole pierced by Vamana Dev's toe. Here you go. And after this, I will recruit you to be the person who provides the gifts for everybody else. Bonus, unfortunately, I have exactly and precisely 12. However, you'll get extra tomorrow. Bonus points for anybody who remembers the verse that Neela Madhav Prabhu sang yesterday from the Dashavatar Stotra. Can you sing?
बलिमद्भुतवामन पदनकनीरजनितजनपावन केशवत्रीता वामनरूप जय जगदीश हरे जयो जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे.
Thank you very much. Okay. So having comprehensively addressed this question, who brought the Ganges down to earth to deliver the sons of Sagara Prabhu? Okay, Bhagirath, right? Others had tried, as you may have heard. So he was not the immediate descendant, but the few devotee kings between him and Sagara tried but were not successful, and Bhagirath got the mercy. Okay, this one actually doesn't, you don't even need to be here for the session, so I expect all hands to be up. I will take my time till all hands are up. Why is the Ganges known as Vishnu Padi? Mataji, yes, Mataji on the back. Yes, please. No, yeah, yes, you Mataji. B, because she touches the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Thank you. Okay, switching to topic number 2. This also was touched upon a few times. Among immovable things, Prabhu, the Himalayas. Okay, this is less of a walk. Thank you for your service. Okay, so among immovable things, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, he is the Himalayas. Which divine pair performed austerities in Badrikashram? Yes, Mataji. Yes, Nara and Narayana. A, that is correct. Maybe tomorrow's last review, we should up the level of difficulty. But the point here is recollection, not examination. What is the event, the name of the event in Sanskrit, which refers to the Pandavas journeying northwards through the Himalayas? Our youngest participant. Yes. What did you say? Also give me the count, 1, 2, 3, or 4. No. But I'll give you a first chance on the next question. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mahaprasthan. And some of these are, in some sense, A could be easily the name because their destination in some sense was heaven and then eventually other places. But the particular name is Mahaprasthan. Hmm? I think there is a story where they go, I don't know eventually in the Mahabharata where all of them end up, but technically, yes, they are going to the heavenly regions. Hence the part about eventually where they go, because they're eternal associates, but sometimes in the story, and this is not the first time actually that they have gone to heaven. So Arjuna went there to get astras and so on. On a side note, a lot of the questions about the Mahabharata for me are difficult to answer because there is no one definitive edition of the Mahabharata which has been preserved and passed down through Guru Shishya Parampara. I think there was a project in India in a research institute, spent 47 years comparing 1259 manuscripts, and they came up with what they thought is the version which was most common across. They call it the critical edition. That is available, but reading it is not probably practical or advised. That they do not claim it's the original, just scholarly comparison. Okay, this morning. Okay, Ishan. Rishikesh, yes. Absolutely correct. Master of the senses. So Rishik means the senses, Isha means master or lord, and you combine them to Rishikesh. This was discussed in the morning. Which avatar of the Lord recovered the Vedas from Madhu and Kaitaba? Bonus points if you can give the meaning of the Sanskrit that constitute the names. I will go in that direction, Mataji. See Hayagriva. Any comments on the meaning of the name? Haya is refers to horse, right? Haya Shirsha, you might have heard others. Or in the Bhagavad Gita, when describing the chariot of Arjuna and Krishna, Shvetair Hayair Yukte, right? White horses. So the Haya is horse and Griva. I think it's head or neck, right? Which is why in the depictions it's not exactly half a body, but the head of a horse is the avatar. That word is also used in the Damodar Ashtakam, but you can find out where. Okay, this was only on one slide, so this is real trivia. What is the spot? What's it? Yes, Mataji, you can go. No. Yes, Mataji, you're next. No. Things are getting easier for the next person. Be Rishikund. So there was a slide with a picture of a little, it's almost like a Yajna Kund, but with water in the middle. Not exactly a well. It said Rishikund. Okay, now coming to the most recent discussion, and then we'll do the group breakouts. Shukadeva Goswami delivered the Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit while the king I will pause for a minute while everybody finishes reading. Then I will preferably select hands that have not been raised before, all the way in the back, Gautam. B. Fasted on the bank of the Ganges or the Yamuna, depending on which Acharya, awaiting his death. Good job. Which tree at Sukratal is traditionally associated with the Bhagavatam recitation site? Yes, Mataji. Banyan tree. Name, what was the name of the tree? Started with an A. Means indestructible. Gautam, you remember? Akshaya what? Yes. Akshaya. And the last question. How many years did Sukadeva Goswami? Yes, Mataji. 16? Yes. 12? Yes. Okay. Let's give it to Mataji. So the answer is 12 or 16. Mataji, you gave the correct answer, so you get one prasadam. And Prabhu, okay, you already got it. Yeah, 12 or 16. I think it is two different references. So that depends on which verse you read. That would have made it too easy, because that would have been the only multiple choice which gave you two. Okay. So well done on the quiz section. Now I think like yesterday, we will divide into subgroups. I'm thinking, like yesterday, we can do one for Prabhus and Matajis, and this is just, I'll quickly introduce the themes, but you can talk over it within your groups. And like yesterday, this does not require a lot of in-depth knowledge about the actual topics covered, but these are general themes. So maybe we'll just do the first and the second theme, because there are two groups. Let's do a quick review of what those themes are. This one has a very interesting, maybe this can go to the Prabhus. I'll make that decision before somebody gets attached to the theme. Right? Mortality and priority. So we listened about King Parikshit listening to the Bhagavatam, or when he was cursed to die in 7 days, he made the choice of not trying to counteract the curse and so on, and instead he listened to the Bhagavatam from Shukadeva Goswami. And how does that help us to reflect on mortality, priorities, sense of urgency in the lifestyle, and so on. And you can read the personal application. So this will be the Prabhu's. And this is the theme for the Mataji's group, is receiving guidance through sacred relationships. So again, throughout this retreat, we have heard many examples. So two of them are Parikshit Maharaj from Shukadeva Goswami, Mother Ganges descending because of the devotion of Bhagirath, descending to the earth, not into the universe. That was another story. And how do these inspire us to understand the importance of seeking and accepting guidance from more spiritually elevated or co-travelers on the path of spiritual progress? And then you can again read the personal application and discuss it within your groups. So like yesterday, maybe we can give up to 30 minutes, because the groups might be a little bit large. And I think, yes. Yes, how would you? I'm not sure there are enough number of people for that. For today, let us maybe stick to one pro, because it will take time for everybody to discuss one, trying to do. Yeah, so okay, so if you have a second group, we can give a more topic, is what I'm saying. But I think 2 topics per group will be too much. Trust. Yeah, so can we form, because I'm only seeing 6 or 7 people in practically. If there is a second group that is formed, let me know. I'll give the other topic. And then what I need is one representative from each group to come and pick up the printout version of this. And after about 30 minutes, I will give a reminder. And remember that the purpose of the summary is not to list everything that was said, whoever is doing the report out is free to choose what they felt was the highlights or something, summarize. You don't feel obliged to write down everything. Okay, Hare Krishna. So now we'll begin. And here we have a camera pointing your way. Hare Krishna, let us hear from the Mataji's group their summary of their discussion. The theme is up for everybody to see.
So our point was guidance is always transmitted through relationships. So over here we were thinking the guidance we get from our Guru Maharaj, like we can consider it, one of the points discussed was we can consider Guru Devs as like a bulldozer. If it's in a forest, it cuts down all the shrubs and all the bushes and clears out the path so that we use all our senses and engages in bhakti and clears out path for us. That was one of the points. And plus Guru's instructions to spread Srila Prabhupada's mission and spread the name of Guru and Gauranga to every town and village. As once any new visitor comes to our temple, and to introducing them to all our different aspects of temple like prasadam, feast programs, flower service, different service, engaging them in different services so that they get attached to some service to Krishna and start coming to temple, attending Bhakti Vriksha. That will encourage them in their bhakti path. And then relationship with Guru Shishya, having a mentor in life, and not only just Guru Shishya relationship, even mentors. We can have one mentor and multiple Siksha Gurus. So all those Siksha Gurus from our Bhakti Vriksha, from our temple, from our friends, from our personal reading groups. There you can have mentors and Siksha Gurus from multiple platforms, and we should be open our ears to all channels and be welcoming with the instructions. The reason we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, should hear more and accept guidance rather than walking. One more point to mention was, even though we have so many places to get instructions from, like even we have Prabhupada purports, but still we need Guru Maharaj to come and give us instructions, guide us through so many presentations, because it's vast. And so it's difficult to go alone. So it's best to go as a group, go with a mentor that will encourage us and keep us on right path. And also try to serve Guru, then ask questions, because then that serving part makes us humble and gives us right attitude to approach the Guru and approach our problems in our life. And also taking examples from our previous acharyas, because they have lived that path and given us directions in what situations, what the toughest situation you can be in and how to overcome it. So these were the points which we discussed, how these stories show importance of seeking and accepting guidance rather than walking alone. And on personal application also I'll cover. Okay, so in personal application and summary, we discussed on focusing on intentionally spending time with our friends, like-minded devotees, like coming to these such retreats, Sunday programs, attending Bhakti Vrikshas, because over there we meet like-minded people and we can ask our questions, spend in the weekdays, whatever reading questions we have, we can ask our questions and get our questions answered in the Bhakti Vriksha platform or Sunday programs. Like usually Sundays we have some speaker and they can answer our questions. Yeah, and like Bhakti Vriksha helps us every day come with that, and we can meet such people. It was like, where can we meet such friends and family members who can deepen that spiritual exchange? So Bhakti Vriksha was one of the places where it helps us every day come with that mindset and encourage to improve our sadhana. And making mentors, having one mentor and then choosing our guru, having like-minded friends. And what was the deliberate step was expressing gratitude, because we have to, with Prabhupada's mercy, we are over here and helping us living a clean and happy life I can't be enough grateful to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So we'll invite Prabhu to summarize, but I think I also wanted to appreciate that listening to so many classes, the number we have, it can be a tiring experience, even physically. So thank you for sticking it out and being enthusiastic about the review sessions and the discussions. I think during the retreats, classes are one element, but also sometimes the volunteer services that you do in the company of other devotees, some of whom you may not know as well before that, and discussions like these, that's a very bonding experience. So you take that away in addition to all what you learn from the classes. So thank you for participating. After this summary, we can go for lunch prasadam, but expecting to see everyone here also tomorrow for our final facilitated review.
Actually, the theme is about mortality and priorities. So, how one would react when the mortality hits in his face. The question is, when Parikshit Maharaj, so what would one do when he has only 7 days to live? That was the question. So each devotee has given his views on what he would prioritize in those 7 days. First devotee told he would be hearing and chanting all day, and he would not see anything except bead bag. Second person told he don't want to distract his mind and focus on his sadhana. Third person told he would develop a mood of service to his Guru and Krishna. So the next person told he would ask his Guru himself what would be good for him, and of course follow all what Guru says. And one person told he would deeply introspect of what is the actual reality and what is the connection with God. So and what are the and the second part of the question here is, what are the small priorities that one would take even without that crisis? So the small steps everybody agreed are, first, to hear what we chant. That need not have any crisis or something to do that, and be regular in sadhana and do morning program without fail. That's what different devotees said. And about the mortality, what are our reflections on mortality? So realizing that the fact that death can come at any time, we developed we got 2 points here. So develop urgency for Krishna consciousness, and we have to have high plans but stay detached, because death can hit at any time. So that is the theme we have developed. Thank you.
Participation. I think now lunch prasadam should be ready. After that, I believe there is a 2 to